Hey, how's it going, everybody? It's about 1:30. This is looking up Rama 4, way off in the direction. Rama 4 will kind of wind off to the left and end up at the W District up by Prakanong. I just crossed over from the Big C. I'm heading over here to the Lotus Shopping Center. Do a little comparison shopping. I have a small little toaster oven that I seem to be using a lot, so I'm taking a look at the little bit larger oven. Whenever I stick a couple of pieces of chicken or whatever it is in there, it seems to rub up against the burner. So a little bit bigger might work out better. They're like 2,000 baht. But every time I buy something at Big C for 2,000, I walk over at Lotus and it's on a sale for $9.99. So I'm going to check it out first. Nah, it didn't work out this time. They have the exact same ovens. Actually, they're out of 2 or 3. But yeah, I'll make a decision. Hey, so it's about 7:30 later that evening. I just met up with Boone at the Prompong BTS, and we walked over to this one shop behind M. Courtier, and it started pouring. Zero chance of getting a car. We wanted to buy this one little thing and take it back to the condo. Instead, we just got soaked and walked over to O'Shea's to have a little dinner. The rain's kind of eased off, but you can see it's a little flooded here on this street. I'm sure I got about a foot of water in front of my condo. That's just how the rainy season goes. No big deal. Just like this guy, you need to dial in some rain shoes. I'm wearing the Vans, which is not a good idea. These are super slippery shoes, so it's back to the Nikes for a couple of months in a row, and or the rain shoes, and just kind of plow through the water. She has on these little I don't know, they're cute little shoes, but they have a, I don't even know how to explain it, like a rain bottom. So it's almost like a rain shoe bottom. It looks like a regular shoe on top, but she knows what she's doing. When it rains, you put on the proper shoe or you're gonna go for a fall. And do not count on getting anything other than a motorbike. You can flag down a cab, but you're gonna pay 4 times the price. If it's supposed to be 90 baht, he's probably going to say, I'll take you there for 400 baht. Take it or leave it when it's pouring rain. That's just life in the rainy season. And I'll say the pub has been packed for 3-4 hours. Nobody wants to go anywhere. This is just a Tuesday night. And yeah, nobody wants to head out in that rain. But it's backing off, so maybe it'll thin out soon. And Boone just sent her, she got a pan-fried tuna steak and ordered it rare. And I said, rare or medium rare? And they just brought rare tuna. And she ate most of it, but she's wrapping up the rest for a midnight snack. Yeah, so good for her. Me, I just went with some spaghetti tonight. Okay, so I take it back. You just ate half the tuna, completely rare, and then you just sent the other half back to pan-fry it a little bit, get a little crisp on it. Oh, for me? Oh, okay. Oh, I guess I get to finish the tuna. But, yeah, I'll finish it either here or later tonight. Not a problem. So there we go. That's how I like it. A little medium crispy on the outside and rare in the middle. But as they rolled up, I think Boone's going to finish it off now, right? That looks pretty good. Yeah, rare is good, but medium rare. Well, I know you like rare, sashimi style, but that's the way to eat tuna right there. Years ago, when I was 13, 14, my buddy was 16 and had a legal job on a fishing boat in Oceanside, Helgren Sport Fishing. And I kind of tagged along as an unofficial helper, but I was pretty much a deckhand there for a little bit. And we just had tuna coming right out of the ocean. It was still kind of flopping, and they were cutting it up, and I was just a kid, but yeah, I acquired a taste for some good sashimi. Hey, so we made our way over to the Robin Hood next to O'Shea's. It's still kind of sprinkling out there. My feet are soaked. We're already kind of, the night is shot. Well, I mean, it's not shot. My clothes are dry, but I do not like having soaking wet feet, but so be it. So we're over here hanging out at O'Shea's. It's not as busy, or not at O'Shea's, we're at the Robin Hood next to O'Shea's. Tomorrow is a Buddha day, which it's kind of hit or miss on how they handle it. This bar closes at midnight, so no issue. Other bars that go till 2, 3 in the morning, they might shut down tonight at midnight, and there'll be no alcohol in respect for the Buddha Day from midnight until the following midnight. And then if they decide to open at midnight for 2 or 3 hours, many bars like in Soy Cowboy will do that. Other bars just give their employees the entire day and night off. I want to say there's 4 or 5 Buddha days a year, and one is 2 days in a row. I don't have it memorized, but look up the Buddha days if you're coming over for a 10-day vacation. You really don't want to have a 2-day Buddha day, no alcohol, if partying and running around is part of your plan. And I got my classic San Miguel Light or Tiger Pint, and Bone, she's stuck on the Magners. That's her favorite now. Hey, that was a crazy rainstorm last night. I'm sure it's going to happen again tonight, but we are at the Treasure Factory over on Soy 39. This place, it's kind of unusual. It's a Japanese second-hand store, and all the customers are walking in, mostly Japanese people, business people, I guess, and they're selling things back to the store on consignment. I picked up this little toaster oven. I just saw this exact thing. This thing's brand new for 3,400 baht, and it was 1,600 baht here, brand new, no box, but I'm okay with that. So there you go. You might be able to find some good deals. Boone just picked up whatever this is, little brand new thing. It's 10 baht. I'm sure that's 80 baht in the store. That's not a big deal, but different things like the oven. There are some higher priced items in here. I'm not sure it's worth it. I mean, I'm not a big $400 purse guy, but you might be able to get that same purse secondhand in here for 150 US. I'm trying to get her in a car and across town to take this little oven to her sister, and I've been canceled 3 times in a row. It's not raining yet. It's near impossible to get a car when it's raining to go any kind of distance, but there's a ton of traffic on this Soy 39, so people accept the ride. They start heading this way, and then 5 minutes later, they say, forget that, and just cancel on me. It's happened 3 times. So you just have to be a little patient with the Bolt and Grab app. I could flag down a cab right here, but once again, in this traffic, call it what you want to call it, the taxi scam or on and on, every single, I'll say 99.9% of them are going to have a broken meter for Thai, for me, for anybody. So do what you want to do with that. But if I were to flag a cab down, you better expect to pay top dollar. And another thing that's pretty common on days like today, where there's just a ton of traffic, it's a holiday, so everybody's out on the road. The only people that will accept the ride, she's going 9 kilometers. So nobody really wants to make that trip. So the only person that is accepting that ride is making a stop first, it'll say. So it might say, I'll be there in 5 minutes, making 1 stop first, and that is probably going to turn into a 20-minute wait. Again, it just is what it is. You can cancel and try again, but I just did that, and I got 2 people in a row with making 1 stop first. I think a lot of these Japanese folks, expats, they come over and they're on a huge expense account. Some of these apartments on Soy 39, they must be 100,000 baht a month or more. So they buy up everything, toaster ovens, on and on, irons, maybe the iron they use, but this toaster oven is 100% unused. It even had the instruction booklet sitting on the inside. So different items like that. I stick my head in here anytime I'm in the area, and you never know what you're going to find. There's signs that the air purifiers are all 50% off. Many people are into that, having that thing purring away in the condo. Myself, I don't do it. Maybe I should, but I don't see much sense. I don't lock myself down when the air quality is bad in Bangkok, or I'd be in my place 30% of the time. So I can have that thing going in my condo, which is nice, but I'm still walking outside 8 hours a day or more. Finally, Boone's car showed up, this little Honda, whatever it is, VTech, Brio, Amaze. There's all these different brands over here in the subcompact category, but that's what you need to get around these crazy busy streets. Just certain items like these fans. I mean, that fan looks brand new. I don't know what the deal is, but it's $12.80. Now this is a fully like remote control one. I think I paid 600 baht for brand new little fans. So that might not be such a great deal, but an iron or something that's not a problem, secondhand, especially if it's brand new, come save 50%. Golf clubs are a biggie in the store. Here's some TaylorMade R7s. I have this, or I gave them to my cousin. Yeah, I didn't haul golf clubs over here. I think I've used them twice in the past 20 years. Maybe I'll head to the driving range now that I have more time. But these different execs, they're all going to pick up golf clubs over here and then bring them in here. And if they lose half the value, they don't care. They don't want to haul them back to their next destination, or for whatever reason, they end up in here at quite a savings. Guitars, amps. Now, I've been on the lookout for a couple of end tables, some nice ones, some nice heavy wood for the bed, and I haven't found them yet. I've looked in here 6 or 7 times every time I come in here, so maybe the things like that fly out quick. But all kinds of drivers and irons. These little mini dishwashers. I'm not sure that's worth it. It looks like it holds 2 plates and a what do you call it, coffee mug. They even have a couple of surfboards in here. That's the old Costco, whatever it is, Wave Runner Special. And whatever this board is, it looks like a 5/8 3-weather. That's the only problem with Thailand, is there's no surf. Outside of Phuket, sometimes the surf is up 3 or 4 times a month during the surf season. I'm not a huge surfer, but I have headed over to Bali a couple of times to just splash around on a longboard. Still, it's interesting to see a couple of surfboards here in a Bangkok secondhand store. I'm sure somebody's just carried them in circles around the world. And I kind of halfway thought about getting a nice chair for the living room. These Southeast Asia couches, they're not very comfortable. Not for me anyhow. This is a pretty nice looking chair. Yeah, the upholstery could be cleaned up a little bit, but super heavy hardwood. I think I see some Japanese markings on it. It's 7,800 baht. So not exactly a giveaway, but who knows where this chair came from in Japan. It might be a pretty expensive piece. And I just noticed a third little surfboard in the window, a little Dynasty soft top. And plenty of pianos, keyboards, whatever you call them. And different things like ironing boards. I could care less if my ironing board is secondhand. And if it's half price, I'll get it in here rather than someplace like the Big C or Lotus. Here's an old club. I remember these. My dad worked at TaylorMade for forever. The old TaylorMade burner bubbles, the R7s. I had the R5s. I don't think I ever had the R300 series. Yeah, had a lot of golf clubs laying around for a person that did not play golf. That TaylorMade in the San Diego area up in Carlsbad, TaylorMade, Callaway, I think Cobra, and then my dad, he did something with, I'm not sure, TaylorMade bought a golf ball company, so he was in on that for a little bit. But yeah, the golf industry, it's up in Carlsbad. Hey, that was a good time. I just had a 15-minute conversation with a couple of guys looking at the clubs. They said they're working for a company here. I think they were Japanese, and they're really enjoying playing all the different country clubs around Bangkok. And they each said they both have multiple sets of clubs, but he says the bargains in here, they're just too much to avoid. I think he said he bought a third set, or I don't know, maybe that was a second set of Cleveland's. A full bag. What did he tell me? I think he said 9 clubs, a driver, a bag that was super clean, all Cleveland. And I think he said he paid 6,000 baht. So that's a pretty good deal. Once again, I've never paid for a club in my life. Kind of had that TaylorMade hookup. But I'm pretty sure a full set of any decent club is going to be way more than 6,000 baht. Yeah, I should have bought my vacuum cleaner here. It's a Panasonic for 580. I think I have that exact same cleaner that I paid 1,200 bucks for. Again, some things you want brand new. I'm not sure I'm too worried about a vacuum cleaner. And it looks like a nice collection of tennis rackets, different sporting equipment. And people keep bringing things in. Somebody just brought a pile of Converse All-Stars and Adidas shoes. Yeah, I got this Oakley, and it's the real deal. You can tell the fakes. For 540 baht, plus you get 10% off one time when you sign up for Line, which worked out perfect because we bought a 1,700 baht oven on Boone's first time, and then I just did this. I've been carrying around a backpack. This is a sling, I guess you call it, an Oakley sling, which it's kind of nice. It has some little hidden pockets to grab out your BTS card. I'm always wrestling with this backpack. Plus, I oftentimes don't feel comfortable walking around the BTS with people inches behind me. Somebody, a scam artist, could easily open up one of those zippers, and my wallet, my phone, everything is sitting there. So yeah, I'm going to try this sling. Maybe it's not the most attractive looking thing, probably better than a fanny pack, but what do I care? I'm just looking for functionality at this point. It's kind of like the, whatever you want to call this, boonie hat. You can see the top of that hat is getting quite a bit of sun, but that's probably better than the top of my head these days. I still have a pretty thick head of hair, but I'm sure that sun is not doing me any favors. Yeah, check out this treasure factory. The one on 39 is the largest I've seen, and I've been in 3 or 4 of them. I think there's one in Prakanong and one on Newt somewhere. I just talked to the guy when I bought that Oakley sling, and I asked him, is this a consignment shop? And he says, no, more so you bring it in and we buy it from you, and then of course we're going to mark it up a little bit and put it on the shelf. So how that works, I'm not sure, but it's probably better than whatever, throwing it away. So I decided to jump on a motorbike. I headed over here to Rama 4 and the Big C and Lotus. I'm going to try to find some shower shoes that have a little grip on the bottom. I have a nice pair, but they're kind of big. And now that I'm going to try running this chest sling in the rainy season, I'm going to take my shoes off almost every day and put those things on and plow through a foot of water at the train station or heading into the condo. So the ones I have are big, heavy. They're fine for my backpack, but yeah, I just want the little thinner ones. I do want to find something with a little traction though. And that's just kind of a pro tip. Run yourself a backpack or whatever this is called, a sling pack, and keep something in there in a Ziploc bag. Your clothes will dry out fast. Soggy shoes, yeah, that lasts 3, 4, 5 hours. So personally, I take them off when I get stuck in the rain, and you're not going to be able to get a cab half the time in the rain. Now these are Skechers. I brought 4 pair of reef sandals from Marshalls or Ross, whatever they are. They have them over here, but they're 50, 60 US dollars. So when they were 20 bucks in the US, I loaded up. These are fine, but they don't handle the rain so well. They're kind of cushiony. So when they soak up that water, they get pretty squishy and stinky. So just these harder shoes are the way to go, but I don't want to carry something this large in that sling pack. So I'm trying to find something right in the middle that is going to dry out immediately. And those Skechers, you'll see all the motorbike drivers wearing these things. Maybe it's not the safest thing to do, but I don't think they want to walk around in soaked shoes either. And it looks like the durian's in season. You got to come over to the weigh station. I just got a watermelon and a little bit of fruit and salad. Keep a few things in the condo, but mostly I eat out. So some nice blue skies here at 10 till 5. They said it's going to rain tonight, and it sure poured last night, so we'll see what happens. Thank you so much for following along. There'll be more videos to come. We'll see you later.